Well, let them remove the child from school. Many times people come into the service, they sit, before I enter the service, they are waiting for me. The electricity is to be cut. Gas is to be cut. My children is on life support machine. I said, let me come visit the child in the hospital. No. No, you're a woman of God. I don't want to trouble you. And they will be giving me all kind of pathetic history. You know what? I will help you. When the service is over, if you can enter the service and finish the service, I will come and deal with the matter with you. No, I've got to go now because the doctor told me if I don't get the money now. And I said, you know what? Conclusion of the matter. Right now, my dear, by law, no church is to handle money. Pastors are not to handle money. That's why I'm telling you that if you wait, I can receive money from people who can have it and give it to you. But right now, pastors are not to handle money. That is what the law of your country says. One came one day running and said, please, the baby's leg is like this. And he had all kind of... I said, okay, write down. And I have no milk, I have no food, I have no this, no diaper, nothing. I said, okay, Sylvie, bring the paper. Write down for this lady every need of that child. Every need of that child. Write it down. By 6 p.m., you will have it. No, I don't want to trouble you. I want to go and get... I said, you are not listening to me. Because while she was talking to me, the Lord opened my eyes to see the needles in her hand. And she was, my child, please, I have no food, I have nothing to give. I said, write down your name. By 6 o'clock, Sylvie, sit with her. So she sat down. She sat down. She wrote it. Oh, she wrote it. Oh, she wrote everything. I said, have you finished? Don't rush. Think again. Think again. Some of you will have gone. I said, think again. So when she finished, I said, go back, go. 6 o'clock, you will get down. Everything. When she left, Sylvie said, Pastor, why did you say that? I said, stay there. She will not come back 6 o'clock. Oh, she said, Pastor, oh no, she can't do that. I said, if she comes back 6 o'clock, the Lord has not called me to preach. We are going to wait here till 6 o'clock. If she come back here, he has not called me to preach. She said, hey, Pastor? I said, wait. See if he's still upstairs. Go and ask her. She's going to get this person. I said, wait. She said, Pastor. I said, wait, we're not going. 6 o'clock, she will not come back here. God has not called me to preach. She won't come back. So he said, why did you say that? I said, while you were talking, I was talking to her. The Lord opened my eyes to see a series of needles in her hand. She's a junkie. She needed the money to fix herself up. No child is in the hospital. No child need no diaper. No child need nothing. Now, there is one who scatter. Not on every soil. But you are a scatterer of seed. And there is one who withhold more than necessary. In other words, you must know how to balance it. You've got to know how to balance it. This is where we face the challenge of life. Balancing our life. They pick the phone from Africa, they call you. Why do they always call you when you've never asked the question? Why is it that it is when money is in your hand that they will call you? Do they use telescope to look at your purse? Is that why you are in London, to be their safe deposit box? They are suffering. They are always suffering. I have never seen anybody from Africa that will say to you, don't bother this month. The Lord has done it for us. Not one. Even our rich aunties and uncles who live in palatial palace, they will come here. None of them will say, let me take you out and spoil you, my sister. Let me take you out and spoil you, my brother. They will come with so much pounds and dollars. And they will still expect you to take them shopping. Is that not madness of the highest order? Turn to somebody and say, don't entertain fear now. Fear now. Fear not, fear not, fear not, fear not. More than is right. But it leads to what? Poverty. It leads to poverty. When you withhold more than is right. When you fail to recognize that, let me give to this one. Let me give to this one. And I need to correct this in closing. I want to say this. It is not all the time that you give to somebody when they lack. It is not all the time. Don't wait till somebody is poor. So you want to feel your religious duty that you are giving to somebody who is poor. Have you ever seen the rich people? They give each other. They compete to give each other. They compete to give each other. They compete. If all the time your seed is going down, you are a miserable bunch. Hear me this today. If every time you are giving is going down, every time your seed is going down, Jesus himself said, you will always have poor among you. So we want to be, yes, he who remember the poor, he who gives to the poor, lend to the Lord. But if the poor remain poor for the rest of their life, then they are poor. Every time you ever give, it's going down. It's going down to the poor. They are poor. They are poor. They are poor. Nothing ever shifted. Nothing ever changed. They're forever poor, and you are just pouring your money down. None of those who've been pouring money into their hand ever come up one day to say, you gave me. It's like Matthew 25. One seed, he buried it. They buried their seed, so they look up to you. You keep pouring down. You keep pouring more. Like a grave that is never satisfied, as Proverbs 30 says. Pouring down into their hand. No anointing to lift them up and say, last year when you gave me, I myself, I have found people that I'm going to invest in and bring them out. I thank God for your life. That last year, I am so grateful that you gave me this much. My sister, I am so grateful. Don't bother to send money. God has blessed me. I am now sending my child to school, and I'm paying for it myself. So if you are paying the school fees, forever paying the school fees, then you will pay the university. And then when the child graduated from university, they will now phone you to buy the car. When you now buy the car, they will tell you there's no petrol in Nigeria. You have to send the money for the petrol. The devil is a liar. And they never ask you, how do you get the money? Everything goes down. 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 The rich people, they look for one another. They look for opportunity to celebrate one another. They say, my friend, what are you doing tomorrow? See how their wives are. What are you doing tomorrow? Let's go for a meal. And we are paying. They start to fight on the table. I'm paying you. I'm paying for you. When was the last time you say, well, I don't want to take Minister Peter. He drive Mercedes and his wife drive Mercedes, and they now top it up with a small car. If you see the house he lives, it's a boku house. How can I take Toby out and her husband? Oh, even see their dressing. See the head and toe. I can't take them out for me. How can I take Mrs. Da Silva out for a meal? See designer dress she put on from head to toe. So we start to shop around and look for those who we think watch the deception. People that you think are poor. And I don't have anybody that is poor in this church. Look around you. Turn around. Do we have any poor person in this church? They are not here and they will not be here. Even if they come, they will not be poor. So the same thing in your house, in your family.